What's up, yo? It's your boy Diggz from Montclair, New Jersey. I'm the most handsome comedian in Jersey, and I'm here with Get You Lit Multimedia. Well, I'm Diggs, like I just said, the most handsome comedian in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm a role model. Um, Not to me, I'm just a regular dude, just trying to, make his way in his dreams, which is stand-up comedy. That's my dreams, is just being an actor and being able to, produce to the world and tell the world that, everything's all right with comedy. Because I just don't do this for, my pleasure or money or whatever. I just want to make sure everybody else is, people go through depression every day. People go through real life stuff, and I want to be able to just put a smile on their face. That's who I am as a person. That's my real name. That's what my family came from. That's Diggs. Like my father's name is Diggs. My mom, that's my grandfather. So that's my first name is Tyler and my last name is Diggs. But people call me Diggs from being in the neighborhood. People be like, "Yo, Diggs, what up, Diggs?" They say that with my dad. So like and me growing up, they did that. With me, they say that with my little brother. They say, "Diggs, what's up, Diggs?" But they, now when people see Diggs, they think of me because, I'm doing all this stuff. So, Montclair, New Jersey, for the third time from the M town. You feel me? I don't care. Everybody be like, "Oh, you bougie, from Montclair," but that's where I'm from, and that's who made me. It's going good so far. I've been doing it for about to be 3 years soon in January. Been doing it for 2.5 years. And I started in church right here in Newark, actually, right on Clinton Avenue. I had a little talent show at my church, and I was like, and I actually saw people on TV do it, and like a group of comedians do it, and I was like, Dad, we did that in school. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. So one day I went on stage in church, and I talked about jokes in church for 15 minutes, and that's a long time for a start, for a stand-up comedian doing it for their first time. And I did it for 15 minutes, and everybody was in tears afterwards. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stick to it. And then after that, I never stopped. I kept doing it consistently. And then I got to the skits, and then yeah, that was about it. And now what people say, don't stop, and I haven't been stopping. So like I like to watch the 85 Soul Show, so they kind of inspire me because they, like I said, I watch them talk to each other and be able to improv and be able to just talk regular stuff and be human. And I think that's what comedy is about, just being human, being a human being, because people always feel like there's stereotypes for certain things, and people don't understand that, people are funny and we live life just off of being human instead of just going by certain rules and regulations of life. So, uh, probably Rejection, because as a stand-up comedian, especially a new one, you can't go to every comedy club. You can't go to every person's spot. You can't be able to meet somebody because they don't know you. You know what I mean? But you always got to have that opportunity where people can see you and be like, "Yo, who's that?" Because I have had that a lot of times. Like I was in the Bronx and Ice-T saw me. Well, he didn't see me in the building, but he saw me the week before he went to that spot. He was like, "Yo, he's the baddest person who ever come through this spot." I'm like, "Wow." Then they come in the next week, and he's like, "Yo." The security guard said that he was like, "Yo, Ice-T came in here and said that you was the baddest person to ever step on this stage." I'm like, "Get out of here, you bull, like you lying." And they were like, "Nah, that's for real." And 5 other people said that, and I'm like, "Dang, I felt like I was doing something right." So, um, so far being able to get my own room, I got my own room in Montclair, New Jersey at Just Jake. So that's the main thing. Like that's the main accomplishment I had so far. Like as a comedian, because it's hard to get your own room that's consistent every like month or 2 weeks. I'm able to do it every month, so I'm able I'm blessed to have that room because I could be able to grow there. That's a place where I could be able to grow my fan base as a stand-up comedian, especially in my hometown. It's from my hometown, so it's like since I'm home, people from home like it's always about, like, when you selling tickets, it's always about who messes with you the most, like who likes you the most. It's not about, oh, I just like comedy. It's like who messes with you as a person, because there are a whole bunch of comedians, but not everybody's gonna like every comedian. People are gonna like me for who I am anyway, even if they don't know if they don't know that I do comedy. So once they know I do comedy, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll definitely know him because I know him and I want to see what else he has to say. So that's basically, one of the main accomplishments that I have so far in my comedy career. And yeah, I got a lot to go though. First, I gotta make some money. I gotta make money first. And then after I, go to work and all that stuff, I write. Well, actually, sometimes I write during work. It's about making material too. So if I catch something funny, that's really funny, I'm gonna write it down and set it up a certain way. Like I have a whole list of jokes on my phone, on my Google Docs, and I separate it. Like I said, it's almost like a library almost. Like I have the jokes that I write down, just jot in my head, the jokes at work, and the sets that I'm gonna do for whatever show I'm going to. So that's like throughout work, I'll pick a joke. If I'm gonna have a show, I'll be like, all right, I'll get the jokes that hit. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe I'll try a new joke over here. So I'll put that together. So I put it together like a puzzle. And then after that, I'll go to a comedy club around, I'll say 4, maybe hit like 2, 3 stages. I'll go to one little open mic and then an actual show to see if it works, to see the difference, how it is in a smaller room and a bigger room. So yeah, basically after that, and then just hang out with comedians, being able to network and stuff, being able to just vibe as tell jokes after the show and stuff, and they'll go home. I stay motivated to create just by, I don't know, it's just the ideas inspire me, just my own ideas and my own jokes, like. Because, and another reason, like after I get off stage, people be like, yo, keep doing what you're doing. And I feel like it's a difference when I go on stage. Like I'm not saying I'm the best comedian in the world, but it's like, it's different when I'm on stage because I make people feel like they're in the living room, So it's like, I want people to be comfortable in their own skin when I'm talking, Like there are a lot of people that just get up there, go on the script. Sometimes I'll do a script, sometimes I'll do improv, but the main goal is for people to be comfortable with who I am and who they are as a person. So it has to be relatable. So basically, I just want people to be able to, like I said earlier, be human. That's all. I don't respond. That's how I know. You can't respond to criticism because it's like if you do, they're gonna know that they got the best of you. So it's like I had criticism on my life doing other stuff like in school, just even when I started comedy, people were like, oh, you're not even funny. But look at me now, I'm over here making people cry on stage and stuff. So they wouldn't know, you know what I mean? Because they don't do what I do. They didn't see what I see, and a lot of people don't see what I see. A lot of stuff, people thought I was crazy doing stand up. They're like, yo, you wild. Like, why would you do that? But I did it, and look at me now. So if I respond to criticism, then I might be in a very low state. The church. Oh, piano.
It's a piano.
That's the first thing that came to mind. Every last Thursday of the month, I got a show at Just Jake's. So this Thursday coming up, which is September 29th, I have a show at Just Jake's. Come through if you want to. They probably ain't gonna see this, but the next last Thursday of the month, come through to Just Jake's. I got a lot of stuff coming up too. Probably got some shows in New York too. So, I'll let people know on my post. So, but mainly try to come to Montclair though. Because that's my show. I'm not gonna lie, my favorite collaboration with the person, probably T Nasty, because he's the first one I did the skit with. Like he's the first person I ever collaborated with, and every time I call him, he's available, and we always make magic. Everybody talking about, if somebody talking about him, they talking about me. Like every time I see somebody, Like, even if I'm in Montclair or in Newark, like, yo, you do the skits with T Nasty, right? I'll be like, yeah, that's me. So he's like, he helped me out actually with a lot of my, fan base on social media too. So I'm blessed to have him in my life. So. New Jersey comedy scene is there ain't enough of us. We need more comedians, especially stand up, because like, I don't want to get too into stand up. Like, skit wise, we got a lot. You know what I mean? Like, we got Jerry's DK, we got Fat Poppy, Banger. We got a whole bunch of people that do skits and all that. But we got to do other stuff too, because comedy ain't just skits. It's other stuff like stand up comedy. Being able to be an actor, being able to be a writer, a producer, all that. So I feel like it's not enough. I feel like we just focus on one thing, which is going viral, and we shouldn't be too focused on that because that's gonna come. Because a lot of people will wake up and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna be able to go viral today," but you gotta let that be natural. It's a natural. When you go viral, people are not thinking that they're gonna go viral. They just gonna post a video and see how it goes. But just make, I feel like the Jersey comedy scene needs to be able to connect more too. We don't collaborate enough like we should, because people have a lot of people in Jersey got egos. Like, they got this, they don't want to do this with that person, they don't want to do this with that person. I don't have no ego. Like, I'm able to work with anybody. Like, I don't care what you do outside of comedy. Like, if we're able to work, then we could work. I don't let that go past, like, I don't let an opportunity pass. Like, somebody's followers might mess with me, you know what I mean? So it's for my own benefit also too, and their benefit. Their followers might mess with the people that I'm doing a skit with. So, I just think that the Jersey comedy scene just needs to be more together and have more ideas about doing other things besides skits. Everyday life, like, if we just, like, we black men, man, we I can't say the word, but you know what we are. We just go out, we just chilling and smoking on the porch or something, and, we just come up with an idea just like that. Oh, that's a skit. Oh, that's a joke right there. It's just off of real life situations, so that when we create our ideas, we don't sit down for 3 weeks and think about an idea. We just go off of what we think or what we know or what we see. So it's not that hard to make content when I'm writing jokes. Well, I think jokes are harder than the skits for me, because when I make a joke, I gotta make sure I deliver it the right way so it can hit. So that takes a lot more time. A lot of people don't know that. Like, a lot of people think I'll just talk about a joke, and that's exactly how I, deliver it when I said it the first time, but it's not. I gotta rearrange it, make sure people understand it, and be able to process it so people could think about my joke and let it be funny. Be able to take risks, be a risk taker, put the pride to the side. A lot of, like, pride is a big negative for people, because a lot of people have too much pride and then they let opportunity go to waste. So, what's another thing? I think being able to, I don't think that's it. I think that's, just being able to spend some money. I was about to just say spend money, but that's not really, but you gotta be able to spend some bread, and that's part of taking risks though, like this, you gotta be able to make some money, take a few days off of work and go find your dream. I'm able to, luckily I have the schedule that I have, and I'm able to rearrange my days, and I'm not gonna get fired because I'm not working enough days, so, because the jobs I got, I'm able to be independent by myself, so I'm able to do things when I want to and how I want to. So the same thing with the comedy. So I'm my own boss. So a lot of people don't have their schedules together, but if you have a certain job that's in the way of your dreams, try to do something else. Fun fact. I'm a firefighter and a swim instructor, so I guess that's a fun fact, because they look at me and they be like, "You a firefighter?" I'm like, "Nah, yeah, I'm a firefighter. You don't look like one, but I am." Nah, I think I'm good, man. I think I'm alright. I need some segment.
And there you have
Cut
it.
that out.
Diggz.